All right, if you're in the e-commerce game, especially selling apparel, you know the drill. Getting clicks is, well, it's just the start. The real challenge is turning those clicks into actual, confident customers. So today, we're going to break down FitMirra AI. And listen, this isn't just some flashy gadget. It's a virtual try-on tool that you can get up and running in literally 10 seconds. No coding, no developers, and this is huge. It won't slow down your store's performance one bit. This thing is a serious tool for turning those maybes into yeses.
So let's get right to the heart of the matter. I want you to think about this for a second. What's that one thing, that number one reason a shopper lands on one of your product pages? They're looking at something great and they just bail. It's not usually the price, right? And it's probably not the quality. No, it's something much simpler. A little seed of doubt that just stops the whole process cold. It all comes down to this one question. Will this actually suit me? We call that the suit me gap. It's that moment of pure uncertainty where your customer is trying and failing to imagine what that piece of clothing on their screen is going to look like on their body. And that little gap, it's a killer. It's what leads directly to abandoned carts and, even worse, the soul-crushing headache of returns. Okay, so here's how we're going to tackle this. First, we'll look at the real cost of this online fitting room problem. Then, we'll see how AI is the perfect solution. We'll walk through the shopper's journey, which is super slick. Then, we'll talk about how this actually boosts your basket size, and wrap up with exactly why this whole thing is so good at converting customers. All right, first things first. Let's talk numbers, or at least the impact on your numbers. This whole uncertainty thing, it's not just a small inconvenience. It is a massive, direct hit to your bottom line. And here's what that hit actually looks like. You've got skyrocketing return rates, which, isn't just about paying for shipping. It's the whole reverse logistics nightmare. Then you've got depressingly low conversion rates, which means all that money you spent on ads is just vanishing into thin air. Put those two together, and your profit margins, they get annihilated. And maybe worst of all, you're left with a frustrated customer, and that erodes the trust you've worked so hard to build. So enough with the bad news. How do we fix this? What if you could just erase that uncertainty? Get rid of it before it even becomes a problem. Well, that's exactly where AI comes in. It's the bridge over that confidence gap. So when we say virtual try-on, what are we really talking about? It's pretty simple, actually. It's a piece of tech that lets your shoppers see how your clothes would look on them, or a model that looks like them, right there on your product page. And the keywords there are right there. This isn't some clunky pop-up or a separate app they have to download. It's built right in, totally seamless, so they never have to leave the page to get the confidence they need. Okay, let's walk through what your customer actually experiences. Because remember, a super smooth, easy journey for them means more sales for you. It's a direct line. And the whole thing is basically just 3 quick steps. Step 1 is a breeze. The shopper just uploads their own photo. It's that simple. And this is where the magic really starts. The second they see your product on their own image, the game changes. It's not just some dress on a website anymore. Suddenly, it feels like their dress. Now, you might be thinking, what if someone doesn't want to upload their photo? Great question. FitMirra thought of that. They can just pick a model that has a similar body type. This is so important because it removes any excuse, any friction. It makes sure everyone can get that aha moment of seeing how it fits. Okay, so once they've picked their photo or model, the AI does its thing. For the customer, all they see is a quick, slick loading screen. But in the background, the tech is working its magic, creating a super realistic preview. And this all happens in just a few moments. It's fast, it's smooth, and honestly, it's pretty impressive. And boom, there it is, the final result. In just seconds, that big, nagging question, will this look good on me, is answered. They see it all, the fit, the style, how it hangs. That huge wall between them and the buy button, it just crumbled into dust. So getting that one sale is great, don't get me wrong. But what if we could do more? A really smart tool doesn't just get you the sale, it gets you a bigger sale. And that's exactly what FitMirra is designed to do, boost that basket size. And here's one of my favorite parts. While the customer is checking out how great that one item looks, the AI is already working on the upsell. It automatically suggests other items from your store that would go perfectly with it. This complete the look feature is basically like having a personal stylist for every single customer right on the page. And this is where it really impacts your revenue. You're not just selling a t-shirt anymore. You're showing them a whole outfit. You're showing them how amazing those jeans and that jacket look with the t-shirt, all at the exact moment they are most excited to buy. That's how a $50 sale can easily become a $250 sale. Okay, so we've built their confidence. We've even shown them a whole outfit. But there's still one last hurdle, right? It's that final moment of doubt that, should I get it in blue or maybe the white one? Let's talk about how to crush that last bit of hesitation.
This is so clever. FitMirra lets the shopper compare their try-ons side by side. So if they can't decide between that sweater and the t-shirt, they can just pull them up right next to each other and see them both. It gives the customer the power to solve their own problem, to make that final choice without any guesswork. And just think about what that means. When you give your customer the tools to answer their own questions and erase their own doubts, what do you think happens? They click Add to Cart. It's that simple. By getting rid of that indecision, you are literally clearing the path straight to a sale. So I want to leave you with this question. Look, tools like this, virtual try-on, they're not just a cool gimmick anymore. They're quickly becoming what customers expect. This level of confidence and personalization isn't just a nice bonus, it's becoming the standard. So the question for you isn't if your customers are going to want this, it's are you going to be ready for them when they do?